The 2019 Subaru Forester's exterior gets subtle changes while its architecture is completely new. The Forester has ousted the model's 6-speed manual and turbo from the latest version while taking a conservative approach with its all-new restyling and adding a mild hybrid specification. The new 2019 model at the Azu Cycle Sports Center south of Tokyo is better than its predecessor in just about every way. The Forester is a hugely popular model in the US, having sold over 177,500 units last year and 281,000 globally. In Subaru's lineup, only the Outback outsells the Forester in the US with some 188,800 sales. So to maintain its popularity, the brand had to keep this chunky crossover successful and relevant, especially as the current model had started to age. The Japanese carmaker promises the new model will have better handling, ride quality, comfort and of course mileage. And making all that possible is the employment of the brand's new Subaru Global platform. After the Impreza and Crosstrek, the Forester is the third model to incorporate this architecture, a chassis that has already proved it possesses the highest crash rating in the country. The same size as before but with a 1.2-inch longer wheelbase, designers have actually managed to improve rear seat leg and headroom. The fifth-generation Forester turns in superbly and stays flatter in the corners. But the Forester is not pretty. The outgoing model wasn't and the new model isn't either. The Forester, however, will always be practical, a triumph of function over form. When you look at the old and the new models side by side, you almost have a double take. But looking closer, you can see that the grille and lights are more prominent, sit cleaner on the car's nose section and are better balanced. Foresters come standard with EyeSight, an advanced safety system that includes automatic pre-collision braking, lane departure and sway warning and adaptive cruise control. But this time, the Subaru gets the company's first ever driver focus technology, a feature that uses facial recognition software to warn drivers showing signs of fatigue or distraction behind the wheel. It also allows drivers to pre-program their driving positions, and the car will use its dashboard-mounted facial recognition camera to scan a driver's face and automatically adjust seats, mirrors, and air conditioning preferences to that driver. This is a first for a car under $40,000. Inside, the Forester employs higher quality materials and plastics than the outgoing model. There are a more luxurious ambience, more supportive seats and the driver focus feature is a feature that will eventually appear on all models.
The largest vehicle Subaru has ever built is off to a fast start. Subaru sold 1,897 of the first all-new 3-row Ascent SUVs in its first 2 weeks as the first ones began arriving in June. The Ascent 3-row family hauler is built in the US at the plant in Lafayette, Indiana, and it's only being sold in the US and Canada. It could be a big hit for the Japanese automaker. The first 2019 Subaru Ascent 3-row vehicle began arriving at Subaru dealers in mid-June and it's been a big hit with families. Subaru of America, SOA, announced the first sale of its all-new 2019 Ascent 3-row family hauler last month as it was sold to Samantha Ernest of Pewaukee, Wisconsin. Ernest is a two-time Subaru owner, traded in her 2008 Tribeca, has a growing family and they even own a dog. It's the ideal family to get the first ever Ascent sold in America. Ernest says one of the primary features that drew her to the Ascent is the third-row seating configuration. She said, "My husband, Pat Henderson, and I have 2 active little boys. They love sports, so we're always running them to taekwondo, swimming or team sports with their friends. One of the reasons I wanted this new SUV is because it has the third row. Now that they're getting a bit older and have more friends, I need more room. The 2019 Subaru Ascent crossover was designed in Japan, and it's what North American Subaru dealers and consumers have been asking for. Subaru dealers in the US told Subaru Corporation the new Ascent needed to be larger than the Japanese automaker originally had planned, and they listened. Families are responding favorably to the new 3-row from Subaru. Subaru of Indiana Automotive, SIA, will be producing the new Ascent alongside the Outback, Impreza and Legacy. Jeff Walters, Senior Vice President of Sales, says, "Initial sales of our all-new Ascent SUV are strong, and we expect further sales growth from this vehicle over the next few months as inventory continues to build." The new 3-row Ascent allows Subaru to enter a whole new large vehicle segment they've been missing until now. It allows their current customer base of young millennials to move up in size as their family grows, and the brand is also expecting many of Ascent buyers to be conquest from other brands' vehicles. Subaru Canada will get the new Ascent 3-row this month, as SIA tries to keep up with initial orders as the family hauler is off to a fast start.
For the 2019 model year, Subaru's iconic Outback wagon SUV crossover will start at $27,320, including a $975 destination fee, an increase of $510 over 2018 models. Base Outback 2.5i models now come standard with Subaru's EyeSight suite of safety technologies and a new 6.5-inch multimedia system. 2019 Outbacks are equipped with all-wheel drive and continuously variable automatic transmissions across the board, mated to either a 175 horsepower, 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine or a 256 horsepower, 3.6-liter 6-cylinder. The 3.6-liter is only available in limited and touring trim levels. Here are notable standard features on other trims. 2.5i premium models, $29,420 at an all-weather package that includes heated seats and mirrors, as well as a larger 8-inch multimedia screen. 2.5i limited models, $33,820 up the luxury inside the cabin with leather seating surfaces, and improved passenger comfort with heated rear seats and rear air conditioning vents. A power liftgate and keyless entry with push-button start are also standard. 2.5i touring models, $37,770 get an exclusive interior treatment with brown leather and contrasting white stitching. Outside, dark gray grille inserts, 18-inch wheels and silver finish roof rails complete the touring look. Standard safety features at this level included LED adaptive headlights. 3.6 are limited, $35,970 and 3.6 are touring, $39,970. Don't add extra features but will produce more power from those extra 2 cylinders under the hood. A new competitor for the Outback this year is the Buick Regal Touareg wagon, which has a similar price range but will cost a few $1,000s extra from the lowest to the highest trims. As always, it's worth pointing out that while $40,000 for an Outback may seem exorbitant, its SUV competitors, the Ford Edge, Jeep Grand Cherokee and Nissan Murano, among others, can cost significantly more without any appreciable increase in capabilities or features.
Pricing for the 2019 model year sedan and wagon is now available, and things aren't much different than before. The folks in Shibuya, ever out to please their loyal fan base, are only bumping the price by $100 over last year's model. For that extra C note, you are getting better gas mileage, and if you step up to higher trim levels, Limited. In particular, you're getting a lot for your money. Subaru's EyeSight ADAS system is available across the range but is standard on limited cars. Ditto for reverse automatic braking and high beam assist. The 2019 Impreza offers all the expected Subaru stuff like symmetrical all-wheel drive and a flat 2.0-liter four-cylinder engine that makes a reasonable, if not exciting, 152 horsepower and can be bolted to either a CVT or a 5-speed manual, and sport trim cars get a bonus short throw shifter for their manual boxes, so that's cool. Infotainment gets a little bit of an upgrade too, with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto now standard with a 6.5-inch touchscreen display. We know the Impreza is basic transportation in the best way, but it's weird that in 2018 Subaru is hyping up its standard power windows, door locks and mirrors as well as tilting telescoping steering wheel. Still, this is all excellent stuff to live with, and maybe if this is your first new car, seeing that on a standard equipment list will be a big positive for you. Base model cars with a manual transmission start at $19,480 after destination fees, while the top trim limited with CVT goes for $26,380. To be fair, this is kind of arbitrary, since most people who are looking at an Impreza in the first place probably aren't cross-shopping too many other non-Subaru vehicles, but still.